स्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यम् केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। गुकारस्त्वन्तकारो वै ऋकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। वासुदेवेन्द्र योगीन्द्रम् नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुम् मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते। तत्त्वविवेकः कः? आत्मा सत्यः तद् अन्यत् सर्वं मिथ्या इति। तत् अन्यत् सर्वं मिथ्या इति। आत्मा कः? स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण शरीरात् व्यतिरिक्तः पंचकोशातीतः सन् अवस्थात्रय साक्षी सच्चिदानन्दस्वरूपः सन् यः तिष्ठति स आत्मा यस्तिष्ठति स आत्मा स्थूलशरीरं किम् पञ्चीकृतपञ्चमहाभूतैः कृतम् सत्कर्मजन्यम् सुखदुःखादिभोगायतनं शरीरम् अस्ति जायते वर्धते विपरिणमते अपक्षीयते विनश्यति इति षड्विकारवत् एतत् स्थूलशरीरम् सूक्ष्मशरीरं किम् अपञ्चीकृतपञ्चमहाभूतैः कृतम् सत्कर्मजन्यम् सुखदुःखादिभोगसाधनम् पञ्चज्ञानेन्द्रियाणि पञ्चकर्मेन्द्रियाणि पञ्चप्राणादयः मनः च एकम् बुद्धिः च एका एवं सप्तदशकलाभिः सह यस्तिष्ठति तत् सूक्ष्मशरीरम् श्रोत्रं त्वक्चक्षुः रसना घ्राणम् इति पञ्चज्ञानेन्द्रियाणि श्रोत्रस्य दिग्देवता त्वचः वायुः चक्षुषः सूर्यः रसनायाः वरुणः घ्राणस्य अश्विनौ इति ज्ञानेन्द्रियदेवताः श्रोत्रस्य विषयः शब्दग्रहणम् त्वचः विषयः स्पर्शग्रहणम् चक्षुषः विषयः रूपग्रहणम् रसनायाः विषयः रसग्रहणम् घ्राणस्य विषयः गन्धग्रहणम् इति वाक्पाणिपादपायु उपस्थानि इति पञ्चकर्मेन्द्रियाणि वाचः देवता वह्निः हस्तयोः इन्द्रः पादयोः विष्णुः पायोः मृत्युः उपस्थस्य प्रजापतिः इति कर्मेन्द्रियदेवताः वाचः विषयः भाषणम् पाण्योः विषयः वस्तुग्रहणम् पादयोः विषयः गमनम् पायोः विषयः मलत्यागः उपस्थस्य विषयः आनन्दः इति। In this section or portion, Tattvabodha kaha, that portion we are seeing, and the Guruji has said, Atma Satyaha, other than everything is Mithya. Immediately, when student asks what is Atma, then he says, Atma is all three Sharira, distinct from three Sharira. Atma is beyond Panchakosha. Atma is the witness of all three states. And Atma's Swarupam is Satchidananda Swarupaha. And then one by one, students keep on asking, what is Sthula Sharira, what is Sukshma Sharira? So we have seen Sthula Sharira in detail. What is Sthula Sharira? And now we are seeing Sukshma Sharira. So this description we were seeing yesterday, but still Guruji says Sukshma Sharira means Panchi Kruta Pancha Mahabhutehi Kruta. Why? This is not Sukshma. Sukshma Shariram Kim, when asked, then Guruji has replied, Apanchikruta Pancha Mahabhutehi Kruta. This subtle body is made up of, without any grossification, as it is called Panchikruta. Again, this Sukshma Shariram Satakarma Janyam. When this Sukshma Sharira is available in human body, at that time we can take as a Satkarma Janyam. Again, Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Sadhana, where it is the instrument of our own pleasure and pain. In Adi, we can add whatever. And Sapta Dasha Kala Bihi Yahtishtati. So total 5 sense organ, 5 organ of action, Pancha Pranadaya, total 5 prana, mind 1, Buddhi Eka. Total 17 parts here, Kala is called parts. With this, Yahtishtati, which is available, is one remains, it's called Sukshma Sharira. And we have seen this all detail. What is Panchik, Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutehi, that we have seen. Even Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Sadhanam. And what is Sapta Dashakalabihi, that everything we have seen. Now, that student, without asking, teacher is starting his lecture, he says, total 5 sense organ. He is given the list. Shrotram, Tvak, Chakshuhu, Rasana, Granam. Ear, Tvak means skin, Chakshuhu, eyes, Rasana, taste, Granam, nose. And after that, he says, then we will see here in detail, then Guruji says, Shrotrasya Devata Dik, who is the presiding deity of our ear. Then he has replied, Dik. Dik means direction. All direction are called Dik. I can write here, Dik. From Dik only Disha Shabda has come. This is Dik. Dik means Purva, Paschim, Uttar, Dakshin. All north, west, east, west, everything are called Dik. So all directions are the presiding deity of our ear. Because whenever Shabda comes out, it always in direction only, no? That's why Devata. Then Tvachaha Vayuhu. So what is the Devata of our skin? So it says Vayu Devata. Here Vayu we cannot take as the air, but Vayu is the Devata. What we are seeing is equal as air, but Devata is different. Because of whom air can lose. Vati iti Vayu, but because of whom this Vayu can be moved. It is called Devata, and is the Devata of whom? Tvachaha. What was they have given Shabda Sparsha. Chakshushaha Devata Surya, who was the presiding deity of our both eyes. It says Surya. Again, what we are seeing daily, this gross is not Surya, but the Devata, because of which it can be to keep on burning. I don't know, but they say there is a 45,000 centigrade, the temperature of sun core inside. So because of who we keep on burning, that is called Devata. Rasanayaha Varuna. So what is the Dig Devata of this our tongue, Rasana? It says Varuna, means Jalam. Again, Jalam, what we are saying, it's not, but Jalam means Devata. Everywhere Devata, Granasya Devata, Ashvinu. Everywhere we have to add Devata, because only one time teacher is there. Everywhere cannot repeat. This is the classical style of Shastra. We cannot keep on reading Tvachaha Devata, Vayogos, Chakshushaha Devata, Surya. Then we have to understand, because everything is in sixth case. Tvachaha, Chakshushaha. So it is says, whenever there is some problem in our eye, we have to invoke Surya Devata. Even Aditya Radayam, one stotra, comes in Ramayana. It's also helpful when there is an eyes disease. And there is the one is called Chakshushi Upanishad. Is also helpful for our eye disease. There is a one person, you might have known, Dongreji Maharaj, he was a very good Kathakar. Not now our Kathakar is always with all instrument or orchestra. But in previous time, he is a Ramchandran Dongre. He is a very good sadhu. He is very good Kathakar. Actually Maharashtrian, but lives in Baroda. So once when we went to meet to see him with whole family, at that time he was telling, if somebody has cataract, we should not try, but he told us, if somebody has cataract, if every day they look at the sun at 12 o'clock sun, how much bright? If person keep on looking for 10 to 15 minutes, cataract will go. But this is true. One who gives that jalam, no? Tarpanam, every day at rising sun, person never have any cataract. Even our grandmother always, she used to do offering to rising sun. She, I think, lived more than 75. She doesn't have any cataract. So this is the blessing of Surya Devata. So our eyes, it keeps clean without disease. So Chakshushaha Surya Devata Rasanayaha, our tongue, which is the sense of taste, is Varuna Devata in Granasya Ashvinu. We have two nostrils. These two, this way Devata also two. Ashwino Devata and Ashwina Devata are considered is the doctor of Sarga. So they can use the treatment. So you might have heard that Sukanya's whole story. She can tell in the ending. But Sukanya's husband was blind. He's a Rishi. He was blind. Because of Sukanya's mistake, he became blind. Then she married. And she did a lots of puja and seva of her husband. Then somebody asks, can you ask something? Then can please give again eyesight of my husband. Then both Ashwin Kumar they come down from Swarga, they have given eyes. So this is why Ashwin. They can do all operation also, eye operation, anything. Ashwin. So iti Gnanendriya Devata. These are the list of the devatas of all sense organs. And now, what is the sphere of their own activity? So where Shrotra Vishayaha, the sphere of ear is Shabda Grahana. Grahana means to grasp, Shabda means sound. So receiving the sound is the sphere of ears. Tvachaha Vishayaha Sparsha Grahanam. So what is the sphere of our skin? So it's the Sparsha Grahana. He can grasp sparsha. Which type of sparsha? Hard, soft, hot, cold, all type of sparsha grahanam. Chakshushaha vishayaha rupa grahanam. The sphere of both eyes are to rupa grahanam. Rupa means form and colors. Both, they have not written color, but we can write rupa means form and colors. Rasanaya Vishayaha Rasagrahanam. The sphere of tongue is to have different type of taste, grasping of different type of taste. And Granasya Vishayaha Gandhagrahanam. What is the sphere of nose? To have a different type of smell. So if we see this chart, so I have written, this is 5 Gnanendriyas. This is Shrotram, Tvak, Chakshu, Rasana, and Granam. So what I have written is Shrotram. This Shrotram is I have written as a Vyashti. Vyashti means individual. Each and every person has Vyashti, means its own individual Shrotram. And Shrotram is a Golaka, is the locus. And when we say talk about total, what are the total samashti? Devata, they say the total samashti is big Devata. So our Shrotra is connected with these all directions because Dik Devata is all over the directions. And what is the sphere of Shrotram? So I have written Shabda Grahanam. It is receiving different type of sounds. One thing, even Bhagavan has blessed us, we can listen or we can receive only some frequency of sound. We cannot listen each and every frequency, otherwise our field, we become mad. So this is receiving of Shabda Grahanam. Same way, this Tvak means our skin. Where is the locus of skin? So I have written all over the body. It available wherever our body is, Tvacha is available. And even yesterday what I have said, this is the uniqueness of our skin. When we are born with our skin, then it becomes Vardate, Vardate, Vardate. And Puja Swamiji says, Vardate up to means 16, 17. Then we Vardate, the horizontally. Up to 17, 18, we can Vardate vertically, but after we can become fat horizontally. But still, there is no need of stitching in our skin. So Bhagavan has blessed us, there is no stitching. But when our operation takes place, or they, at that time we ask, what is this? They say stitches. But Bhagwan has put even 110 kg, 150 kg person, there is a no stitching. That much it can elastic, that much it can be grown. So this is called twak. It is available all over the body. This is again our tvacha, we can say, is the individual vyashti. And what is the samashti? What is the samashti delta? It says vayu. It says if tank we put always on the terrace, and from tank only water can come in our bathroom or our sink or everywhere. Same way, this is tank we can consider as a samashti, and our whole temp consider as a vyashti. Same way, devtas consider as a samashti, and this is called vyashti. So each and every devta, for each and every sense organ, devta is given, same as chakshuhu. The sphere is receiving different type color and form, and devta is surya. So from where we can take energy for our eyes. Rasana, vyaktigat, vyashtihi, individual, and samashti devta is varuna. So whenever we have to taste, it is always juicy. There is a never solid rasana. Granam, individual, is the nose, look, and samashti is called Ashwini Kumaro. And the sphere of action is Gandhagrahan. And this Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa are called Vishaya. Or what they are called Vishaya, no? Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa. Which one is Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha? These are called worldly object. In Sanskritam, it says Vishaya. The meaning of Vishaya means Vishnati Badnati, it equal Vishaya, which can bind us. Whenever our sense organs goes out, this Vishaya, Vishnati Badnati, iti Vishnati. There is a one verb, it's called Vishna, means to bind. Badnati. Always, people in general, having seen this all Vishaya, they bind with this Vishaya, and this whole sansara keeps on moving. So this is Pancha Gnanendriyani. Now Saptadasha Kalabhihi, second 5 are called Karmendriyani. So they have given the list of Pancha Karmendriyani. Vak means speech, Pani means hands, Padah means our legs, Payuhu evacuation, Upasthani procreation. Upastaha, all 3 are Panchakarmendriyani. And again, what are the presiding deities of each and every Karmendriya, organ of action? So they say, Vachaha Devata Vahnihi. Presiding deity of our speech is fire. Fire is not fire, but what Panchamahatatvam, that fire. And fire is a representative of knowledge. Whenever light is there, we say, please throw some light. I don't know this. So whenever fire is always representative of knowledge. So that's why whenever person speak, it should be something knowledge should be there. That's why fire there. Today I was reading Pujya Swamiji. So he says in our Sanskrit, we say first person in English. Then second person and third one is what? First, second, and here Uttama Purushaha. That I know, but in English, huh? Third person. No, is not third person. Uttam Purushaha. This is called Madhyama Purushaha. And first person is called Prathama Purushaha. Whenever we say Prathama Purushaha is actually first person. First person means he, she, it. Actually, in Sanskritam, Prathama Purushaha means Titaha Anti. Uttama Purusha means Aham. And Madhyama Purusha means you. So when we say this is the first person, we have opposite. In Sanskrit is opposite. Yeah, we say Aham, but if you check in Anton, every book, they say Titahanti, Sitahataha, Mivahama. It never say Mivahama. We used to say Mivahama. Always in English, it starts like this, Titahanti, Sitahata, and they have written. I will show you. Must be in our in Sanskrit. So first person, so Prathama. So meaning Prathama, so what is the job of the speech? At that time, Swamiji was tell us, speech means they have to describe about Prathama Purusha. Means third person. Whenever we are talk, it should be always we talk about third person. And third person may be, that's why I always say, third person is sitting somewhere else. We can never consider third person is always front of us. So third person, suppose we can take as a Shastra, third person we can take as a Ishvara, suppose Rama. Then to make them understand who is Rama, then Madhyam Purush must be available. So who is the Madhyam Purush? So who are sitting in front of the teacher? So this is called you. So if people are sitting in front of you, Swamiji says, and they are serious, then you should give the respect. So your words should always reach in students' ear. There are many teachers are there. They keep on speaking, even they don't know what they are speaking, and student totally they don't know what teacher is speaking. So the teacher's job is they have to respect Madhyam Purushaha, means the one who are sitting in front of you. So this speaking should be always with respectfully, because they have given their time, they have given everything. So they should have respect. And one who is speaking is called Uttam Purusha, means Aham. Aham means I. So this I should be always careful to respect Madhyam Purushaha, and to this all Madhyama Purushaha, they have to tell what is the third person. This is the whole process. So Aham should be very careful. And this Aham means Vacha. Aham can't speak, but only speech speaks. So whenever the word should come from the person's mouth, it always be with some meanings. Otherwise, person should not blabber. Vachaha, because they always throw a light of our ignorance. That's why Vachaha. And somebody says, this Vahni we can take as a true. Sometimes our speech can create havoc also. We can say he has started fire and people start fighting. But generally, we should not take like this. Vahani means only they can throw a light. That's why Vahani Devata. Hasta Yogo Indra. Both hands. Who are the presiding Devata is Indra Devata. Pada Yogo Vishnu. Vishnu Bhagwan considered as a presiding Devata, because you might have this Trivikrama. Bhagwan's one name is Trivikrama in Vishnu Sahasra. Why Trivikrama? Because with 3 legs in Vaman Avtara, with 3 legs, Bhagwan, not with only 2 legs, Bhagwan has covered whole Jagat. So his stride is very long. That's why the strength of the Vishnu, we are tapping from Vishnu Bhagavan. Give me the strength of my legs also, like this Vishnu Devata is the presiding deity of both our legs. Payoho Mrityuhu. What is the job of Mrityu? To take all, to clean the Jagat. Same way, Payoho. This is evacuation. If our stomach is disturbed, so it says, just clean. That's why Mrityu Devata considered as the presiding deity of Payoho. Upasthasya Prajapati. Prajapati means Brahmaji. Its job is always to create the world. Same way Upasthasya Prajapati. These all are called Karmendriya Devata. And again, what are the job? What Karmendriya doing their job? What are the Vishayaha? What is the sphere? They say Vachaha Vishayaha Bhashana. The sphere of speech is speaking. Same way, Paniyaho Vishayaha Vastugrahana. The sphere of both hands is nothing but to grasp any object. Padayoho Vishayaha Gavana. Going somewhere is the sphere of two legs. Payoho Vishayam Malatyaga. The Vishaya, the sphere of Payu, Enas, is Malatyagaha, and Upasthasya Vishayaha, Ananda, the sphere of Upastha is pleasure. That all I have put in this chart. So we can take both Vak, Karmendriya, Devta Vahnihi, this Vishaya is Bhashanam, Pani, Devta is Indraha, Vishayaha, grasping anything. Padaha, Devta means Samashti is Vishnu, Vishayaha, Gamanam, Payuhu, Enas, Devta Mrityuhu, Vishayaha, Malatyagaha, same way Upastaha Prajapati in pleasure. So these are the list of Pancha Karmendriya. But here they have not explained what are the Pancha Prana. Because in, I think, Pancha Kosh will come, at that time they will explain. Because Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana, they are considered all physiological activities in our. So they have not discussed here. So immediately they have switched over on what is Karanam Sharira. Because Manaha will come, Buddhi will come, this explanation will come later. But now, Karana Shariram Kim. Karana Sharir, we have finished. I think we know. Karana Shariram Kim. Anirvachya. Anadi. Avidyarupam. Shariradvayasya Karanamatram. Sat Swarupa Agnanam Nirvikalpakarupam Yad Asti Tat Karana Shariram. Because in this definition, Atma Kaha Tadanyat Sarvam Mithya, at that time, he says, Guruji says, Atma Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharirat Vyatiriktaha. So this last one, Karana Shariram Ki, because he has asked what is Sthula Sharira, what is Sukshma Sharira, in last one is Karana Sharira. Really speaking, Karana is not a Sharira. Really speaking, it is not like Sthula and Sukshma, it is not Sharira. But we will see. But what are the Lakshana of Karan Sharira? So he says Anirvachya. First one is Anirvachya. Here Anadi, beginning is avidya rupam in the form of ignorance, and this is altogether sharirad-dvayasya karana-matram sat. Like at that time, sun was there, being neutral, it is sat. So in the Satchidanand, this is only present participle. So Karana-matram, this is mere cause of Shariradvaya. It is the cause of Sthula and Sukshma, both Sharira, Swarupa Agnana, ignorance of our own Swarupa, Nirvikalpa Rupam, one who is undifferentiated form, Nirvikalpa Rupam, Yad Asti, which is available, that is called Karana Sharira. So we will take one by one. I have just changed little bit order. Anirvachya, I have taken third because easy one is avidya rupam. So I have taken what is Karan Shariram. So one lakshana is avidya rupam. It is in the form of ignorance. Suppose we say, I am body. If I say, I am, suppose, fit. If I say, I am tall. Here, if I say, I am, suppose, angry. Here I say, I am unhappy, something, and I am happy. Sometime only let me, I am happy. So when we say, I am body, so we are considering ourselves as a sthul sharira. When I am say I am angry, unhappy, so we are considering ourselves as a sukshma sharira. This is subtle body, this is sthul body. And here I would like to say, there is a very classical example, Rajju Sarp. There is a Rajju Sarp example no, in Vedanta. So what's Rajju Sarpa? I will write in English only. Suppose somebody says, this is snake. But when somebody has seen snake, some must be there. No? If rope is there, then only we can see the snake. So actually, then we throw a light and then we say, oh, this is not snake, but this is a rope. But when we are able to speak, this is a snake, there must be something. Then only we can have some imagination. And in this, something is common. This is snake, this is rope. What is common? This is, so this is common in both, and only we are committing mistake from here in the object. Again, somebody is. So what I would like to say, would like to convey, okay, whenever we committed mistake, there must be something. And upon this, we have seen something different, but common on both is, this is common. Even this is we are using is like a one sarvanama, but is common to both. Is snake, is rope. So when rope is, then only we can have a darshan of snake because of our ignorance. Then we can throw a light and then we can say this is something different. Same way, Bhagavan has given us consciousness. We are conscious. So we are conscious. So how we can know we are conscious? because we are using I am. Before 3 to 2, I think before 3 4 days, I have said I am is equal to Atma, because I is equal to Chit, is consciousness, and M is equal to Sat, existence. So this is our real nature. This is we. But what we are committing mistake on this I am, we considering I am, okay, I am, but who am I? Then I am body. Then who am I? I am tall, I am fat, I am short. So this all imagination we can able to do. Why? Because I am is available. So we are making mistake to understand what is actually who is I. So to make a mistake, Bhagavan has given two things. Sthula Sharira and Sukshma Sharira given to us, from where we are committing mistake about I am. That's why it is called Avidya Rupa. This Karana Shariram, one name is given as in the form of ignorance. Rupam is a form. Avidya means ignorance. The Karan Sharira is equal to the form of ignorance. Is called Karan Sharira. And from where this ignorance comes, because we cannot identify what is our real nature. This is called ignorance only. So avidya rupam. So this is the meaning of one Karan Sharira. So really speaking, like they have not given Saptadashakala Bihi or this body Sthula Sharira, they have not given description. Here Sharira is only considered, ignorance is equal to Karan Sharira, nothing else. So Karan Sharira, we can say, is equal to Avidya. And Avidya name is given ignorance. That's why Avidya Rupa. And why Shariram? I will tell here. Because which another characteristics of Karan Sharira is Anadi. The meaning of Adi is called beginning. Is the beginning. So we can start, no? From where ignorance start. If somebody asks, then say it is Anadi. It doesn't have any beginning. Anadi means beginningless. It doesn't have any beginning. If beginning would be there, then what would be the problem? If somebody says it Adi, it is beginning, so we can ask, before ignorance, there must be something. What would be there? So we say Vidya. So can we say out of Vidya, Avidya is born? If we can say, if we can't say, can we say Vidya and Avidya both are coexist in one place? We can't say, because both are totally opposite. Like sun and night, Nisha. There is a story, this is not clear, it is not true, but this is a story. Lord Sun means SUN Sun. Devta has started to find a good girl for Lord Sun. So we should get married this Lord Sun. So somebody says, Nisha is a very good girl for Sun. So Nisha is equal to night. They say Nisha should marry with Sun. Then Sun says, I would like to see first girl, then I will get married. Tell me, where is the Nisha? At that time, Sun was in east side. Then Devta says Nisha is in west side. So he keep on running to meet Nisha. When he reached there, so Nisha again reached east side. That's why they say this still they keep on moving. This is the play between night and sun. The meaning is they cannot stay together because both are opposite. Sun is the light and Nisha is the dark. So light and dark cannot stay in one place. because opposite nature, virodhitvat, same way avidya and avidya cannot coexist together because both are virodhitvats. So if we say before before avidya starts, there was a vidya. Then after vidya, avidya emerged. Can it possible from vidya, avidya can born? Cannot born. That's why they say, let me put avidya as a anadi, beginningless. But it doesn't mean it doesn't have end. Avidya has end. Because when Atmagnanam takes place, this avidya will go. So it says anadi. There is a Sanskrit word, but I will express. Avidya is anadi, but avidya is santa, but like santa. So with end, when gnanam takes place, agnanam will go, but it is a anadi. It is a beginningless. It doesn't have any beginning. That's why it is called anadi. This ignorance doesn't have any origination. It's keep on perpetuating. Like, it's always people used to ask, when first universe emerged? When the first, this is a very, everybody asks, but they say, even this is also cyclic process. Suppose there is a cycle, these are called, what we call these are called? Aris in Sanskrit, what we spoke, these are called spokes of the cycle wheel. Can we say which is the first one spoke inside the cycle ring? We can't say. It is a cyclic. Same way, whole universe, when first come, we can't say it is also anadi. Even this Karan Shariram, at individual level, it called avidya. But at samashti level, its name is Maya. Even Maya is anadi, avidya is anadi. In same way, even jiva, what we are called, is all are anadi. They don't have beginning because we cannot categorically say when it comes first. So they put everything in anadi. So Karan Sharira is called avidya rupam, is equal to form of ignorance. And that's why Shariram, Shiryamanatvat Shariram, when Gnanam takes place, Shiryamana, it will go away. Like this body goes away, same way, this also goes away. Karana. Then one word has come, Anirvachya. There is a one word we can take as a Vachya, Nirvachya. Vachya is equal to explain. Nir means Nishchayan. Definitely, which can be explained is called Nirvachya. Suppose somebody, here everything is Nirvachya. But if we say, what is the Swarupam of fire? Then we say is Agni, means the heat. So heat we can explain every time is remain heat only. So it's called, we can explain the nature of fire particularly. Here Nishchitena. Nir means Nishchitena. We can explain properly. It's called Nirvachya. But which we cannot explain properly. It called Anirvachya. And why we cannot explain it properly, but detail we will see next time. Because only 1 minute, Anirvachya is minimum the 10 minutes. That's Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।